Hi everyone, I'm Emily Berning. I am the co-founder and president of Let Them Live, and today I'm making our apple butter pie. So we have some amazing Let Them Live homestyle apple butter that we send to some of our amazing donors every year as just like a Christmas and Thanksgiving gift for being part of the Let Them Live family and helping so many moms. And we also send a little recipe for apple butter pie, and it is so good. It's kind of like a custard pie. So I'm gonna make it today, and then we're gonna enjoy it later. And yeah, come make apple butter pie with me. So the first thing is we're going to crack 2 eggs in a bowl. So let's get these cracked. And then we're just gonna whisk those up and beat them up a little bit. Just get those yolks broken. I'm not a baker and I'm not very good at baking, and I did make this pie last year, so the fact that I can make it, I think that anybody could make it. Okay, so we got those eggs beat up. Guess I can just throw everything in here, this handy little sink. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and add sugar. So we're gonna add a 1/2 cup of white sugar, and I pre-measured it. So we're gonna add that in there. That's a lot of sugar. And then we're gonna go ahead and add 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, and that just makes it like the custard, you know, kind of like thick and delicious. So we're gonna go ahead and add that. You're supposed to add some cinnamon, like a teaspoon of cinnamon. I didn't have any, so I'm gonna add pumpkin pie spice. I feel like that would taste really good anyways. And I'm just gonna eyeball that. I feel like this is like a measure with your heart type measurement. And then we're gonna go ahead and add a 1/2 cup of the apple butter itself. So I'm gonna crack this open. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I'm just gonna taste it too because it's so good. You can put this on, oh my gosh, you can put this on toast. There's so many apple butter recipes, but this is by far my favorite. So I need a new spoon. I just realized I just used it. All right, so we're gonna get 1/2 cup of apple butter in here. So this apple butter is actually, it's homemade, not by me, but there's an amazing like mom and pop shop up in Shipshewana, Indiana, which is like a cute little Amish town. And they make this, and they're pro-life and they love Let Them Live. And so they're always happy to partner with us every year. So shout out to them for this amazing apple butter gift that we can give every year. All right, so we got all that apple butter in there. I'm gonna get this closed up, and we're just gonna go ahead and mix this up well so that everything is combined. Gonna get all the good stuff in here. And this is just such an easy like pie to make because you're just dumping all the ingredients, pouring them into a crust, and then going. All right, there we go. So we're getting that all mixed up in there. Now we're gonna go ahead and add our milk. So I've already poured out 2 cups of whole milk. It's better to do whole milk. Let's see. It's better to use like a high-fat milk for the recipe. You can also use evaporated milk, but I had whole milk. So we're gonna go ahead and add 2 cups of that and get that mixed up. And it's gonna seem a little bit liquidy when you pour it into your pie crust. That's okay. It's supposed to be like that because once it bakes, and then after it's baking and once it cools down, it's gonna get kind of like jello-y. So it's okay that it's like basically pure liquid when you're pouring it in. All right, so that is well mixed up. And then this is the easiest part. We just made the pie basically. I went ahead and just bought, let's see if it's, yeah. I went ahead and bought just like a frozen pie in the container. That's the easiest. You can always make your own, but I went ahead and already baked this. So we're just gonna go ahead and pour in the mixture into our pie crust. And if I can remember correctly, last year it seemed to make a little bit more liquid than the pie crust could hold, but I'm just gonna fill it up all the way. Oh yeah, that's gonna be an amazing pie. Ooh, I'm so excited. Okay, and then once you do that, just go ahead and take like a fork or a spoon and just make sure to like mix it up one last time, just so that everything is kind of all mixed up together. And then we're gonna just we're just gonna go ahead and put it in the oven. You're gonna heat your oven to 375, yep, 375, and you're gonna bake it for about an hour or so. So I'm gonna put this in, and then I'm gonna go run some errands, and then I'll be back for the final product. And be very careful, because it definitely can spill. Oh my gosh, okay. I think we have success. Okay, so we're gonna get that closed up, and that's it. It's such an easy pie to make, and you really don't dirty that many dishes, which is awesome. So we're gonna come back in about an hour and then see the final product. Okay, this pie looks burnt. It's because we had to wait to get the cameras going. No, it looks great, actually. Ooh, look at that. It's like jelly. You see how it's kind of like jiggly? That's like literally perfect. I wish I had a second oven mitt, and I don't have a pie rack. So we're gonna go ahead and just stick it on this cutting board and like push it off the... Ooh, yes, look at that. Oh my gosh, this is literally gonna be so good. Okay, so now we're gonna let this baby cool, and then we're gonna cut into it. We're gonna probably put it in the fridge for a little bit. I don't have any Cool Whip, but I do have heavy whipping cream, so we could probably make our own whipped cream, but this is gonna be so good. Okay, so I put the pie in the fridge just to cool off for a little bit after I took it out of the oven. So I'm gonna grab it out, and it is honestly so perfect. It's still a little warm, so I might be cutting it a little early, but I just honestly have to try it. So we're gonna put it over here, and we're just gonna cut right into this. This is honestly such a gorgeous pie. Oh my gosh. So I'm just gonna cut like a small piece of this. And I feel like if I probably let it sit a little bit longer, you know, maybe it would be a little bit more set, but I feel like this is gonna come out just fine. Fell apart a little bit, but it's all going to the same place. Let me get a fork. Oh, it is so good. Okay, fell apart just a little bit, so I don't have anything gorgeous to show you, but This is definitely like, if you do the pumpkin pie spice like I did, it definitely has more of a pumpkin vibe. But if you do the cinnamon, it's gonna have more of the apple butter, but you can definitely taste the apple butter, and it's like a nice custard. I should have probably let it sit a little bit longer, but that's okay. It tastes so good. And this crust, I just got like a 2-pack at Walmart in the freezer section, and it's so easy. You can just pop it in the oven for a little bit. And it's just the easiest thing because I just don't know how to bake crust, so. Rick, do you wanna try some? Wanna try it, Rick? Here you go. Here. Is that good? Oh yeah, one time we gave her a, we gave her a Wagyu steak, a piece of a Wagyu steak, and she howled. All right, this apple butter is Rick approved. Thank you guys so much for baking it with me. And thank you so much to all of our amazing Let Them Live donors and supporters who make this work possible. We could not help women and save babies from abortion without you. Happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year.